With the news of Zak Dingle's death, it's going to be a very emotional week on Emmerdale.
I'm so sorry, darling, but Zak, he's died. Where are you going?
Wish him well. I need to start telling the family. I'll go and see Belle and Sam and then our Chaz. It's gonna be okay. I promise you. I'm here, remember.
And me.
Well, Jeff Hordley, who of course plays Cain Dingle, joins me now. Really good to see you. Thank you for joining us this morning. That must have been a really, really difficult, all of those scenes, very difficult for all of you because, you know, you're saying bye to a much-loved character, but also to a friend.
Yeah, it was very poignant. It was really well written. A great testament to Zak, the character, and a great tribute to a dear friend, Steve. So, yeah, we did have some laughs as well, though, in the true tradition of Steve Halliwell, because he was a bit of he liked to joke on set and have fun. So, as much as it was poignant when the camera was rolling, off the camera, we were putting lots of Steve-isms and making each other laugh and telling stories of Steve throughout the week that we shot it. So it was a really lovely time.
Yeah, it was. It was kind of like a tribute to him. You know, it was remembering the man and remembering the character, because obviously you knew him so well, and he was such a huge part of Emmerdale, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I always have said recently that we here as a company have got a lot to thank Steve for, because he was such a gentle, humble, non-egotistical, grounded human, and that kind of helps to permeate through that kind of culture throughout the cast. So I think we have a lot to thank Steve for here, and we miss him dearly, but I think this is a really fitting tribute this week. The episodes that are to come are brilliant. You can now stream it before the episode airs on ITVX in the morning. So yeah, you can watch tonight's episode right now.
No, of course. Maybe after we're finished, though, Jeff. Maybe not quite now. They can wait till.
No, not right now, Lorraine. But you know.
This very second. That would have made him laugh. That would have made Steve laugh a lot, I'm sure. But you are such a family in Emmerdale. It is a really, it's really tight-knit. And obviously you've got those funeral scenes and all of that to get through. But tonight we've got a sneaky preview. We can see Cain and Sam bring Zak's body back home, because obviously he was up in Scotland. Well, in true Dingle style, I think we can say.
Why are you even back here? I thought you were staying with Dad and then travelling with the hearse.
Well, that was the plan, but they couldn't ship until next week.
So, we did it ourselves.
What? What, you've just thrown Dad in the back of our manky van?
We didn't have any choice. He left instructions.
Yeah, in his wallet.
Yeah, if he passed, he wanted to be buried as soon as, within 48 hours. So that's what we're going to do.
Jeff, it's what he would have wanted, right?
Yeah, absolutely. No, there's this kind of typical Dingle mayhem in this funeral as well, which again is a great tribute to the family and also to Steve as well. So it'll be, it's a lovely week's episodes this week.
And we don't want to give too much away, but we shall say that there's someone who turns up at the funeral quite unexpectedly, and I think people will they'll be quite surprised by that. But we don't want to give away too much, do we?
No, we don't. I mean, I can tell you that she's a good friend of some of us in the cast. Zoe Henry's worked with her on stage. William Ash and I have done a play with her. So it was really great to kind of welcome this character to the show, and she's very, very good indeed.
Ooh, that's intriguing. That's intriguing. Lots of layers going on, obviously, because Moira, who of course Cain is married to Moira, she's going through her own health problems, but she doesn't want to tell him because she doesn't want to worry him.
Yeah, I mean, very in a similar mould to Cain, that he'll do anything to protect his family.
Yep.
Moira's very similar when it comes to Cain. So she doesn't want to tell him exactly that she's got this potential of this operation, and to protect Cain because she knows he's going through so much. So you know, she's definitely got that Dingle DNA in her.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will relate to that. I really do. Now, look, in real true life, I know that you love your allotment. It keeps you sane,
Yes.
and you enjoy going off down there. What, at this time of year, look at you with your cauliflower. Boy, that's a whopper. That is a whopper. What's
Was it?
Yeah, what's going on down there at the moment? What are you up to?
There's lots of chard, kale in at the moment. It's the kind of end of the season, but I tell you what we do have, which is really, you might find unusual, in the polytunnel. This is when the chilies fruit the most, which is like in October, which is kind of good because we need a bit of heat in these times. So I've got a lot of chilies. I can send you some down if you want. They're very hot. Do you like a chili?
I do. I like the hotter the better,
Yes,
actually. That would be really good. And Dr. Amir's going to be on with this pakora, so the chilies in there, this just all works, doesn't it? It basically just all works.
Perfect,
it's seamless.
perfect.
Seamless it is.
Yeah.
Listen, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I really appreciate it. We can
Lorraine.
see in the background there's some Christmas decorations, only because you're so far ahead of yourself. So far ahead of yourself in Emmerdale
We are.
that I know already you are building up to Christmas. But thank you so much. Great to see you.
Yes.
Cheers, love. Thank you. And
Thanks,
Emmerdale
Lorraine.
continues tonight, 7:30, of course, on ITV1.